Hey, this is Derrick Thompson from Pick'em Pros. Thanks for checking us out, the Family Sports Show. Make sure you like and subscribe. But let's go ahead and transition here to AntMan. All right, and his quest to take down all of the legends. So we know that he took down KD last year, swept him. All right, and that was something. The Suns haven't been the same since.
Gotcha.
So
and
now, and then he went and took down the champs at the time, the Nuggets, beat them in 7. That was an amazing comeback. And then they folded to the Mavericks, and I was very disappointed in how he let Luka come in his house. And again, not so much beat them, but the way he was able to talk to the fans, the way he was able to talk to Gobert, and there was never any type of pushback. And so I was very, very disappointed in that. But I was proud of Ant and the way he stepped up, made big shots, throwing the signs to Luka after he made them. And you could tell early on that he felt some type of way about how that happened, and he wasn't going to let that happen this year. So big props to Ant. How do you feel about Ant-Man?
I think that he's now the Kingslayer, as Adidas, rated him in a very great promotional image for him. I think that, it's scary. The fact that mind you, I didn't acknowledge the fact that he's actually my age because I've seen him play basketball for all these years.
Right.
But I'm like, wait, he's 23, I'm 23. Okay, and you're out here, not literally taking out legends in the game. I mean, what he did in this series, and again, being the best player, and again, Game 4 was the moment I was like, okay, this guy is really the best shooting guard, possibly definitely top 10 player in the league, because 43 and 11, you're making all the key defensive plays, you're making all the key passes, you're the big shots. Every single moment that the game can switch, you're making the big play. Right. I was in awe because I was like, I don't know if I've seen a young player come in and just be like, okay, let me start getting rid of the old guard. I'm here now. And and even still, you remember the clip going viral a couple months ago about him talking to Obama and him saying that he's the truth. And everybody was like, oh, why is he so confident? And the older generation was kind of like, why is he so confident? I'm like, I mean, look at the resume he's already stacking up. You feel me?
He's doing
it. I think that, again, most people who are fans of the league love Ant because of the flamboyance, because of the charisma that he has. And again, it helps the fact that he's transitioned from mostly dunking and doing all that to being a very, very good 3-point shooter. My goodness. Some of the threes he was hitting in those series was demoralizing. And I think that, the face of the league conversation is very real for him. I hope that he becomes that. But I did want to ask you, because I remember us having a conversation about this on the way home from one of the shows, but I asked you, does it restore that MJ feeling for you?
Absolutely.
After this series, especially.
Absolutely. I've never felt that anybody brought the magic that Michael Jordan brought to the league until the playoffs, those first few rounds last year.
Gotcha.
I never had that feeling, even with Kobe, rest in peace. As phenomenal as Kobe was, I never had that feeling that I had those first 2 series. And I remember even talking to other people that were my peers, and they were all getting excited, oh man, because just the way he attacked his opponent, the way he attacked the basket, the charisma, just everything. He embodies a lot of what I used to see with Jordan.
Gotcha.
So yeah, he continues on this path, he will absolutely be the face. And can win many titles. And what I also love that they're doing in Minnesota is they're not doing what so many other teams are doing, whereas they're taking, just because you're the best player on the team, they're making you the point guard.
Yeah.
I hate that. I can't stand that with SGA and some of these other players that aren't pure point guards. But since they're the best player on the team, they just have them bringing the ball up and making the decisions. I can see sometime in crunch time, but I like it when there's a designated point. And I love the fact that with Minnesota, they've got Conley. Gotcha. And I think he brings a lot of stability. So I hope they never deviate from that. I hope they can always align him with a strong point guard. But yes, to answer your question, man, he is the closest thing I've seen since Jordan.
Yeah, and to me, Anthony Edwards, it's just, it's spectacular just seeing what he does. I hope, and again, I really think that the media and everything, the star power, the brightness of LA, really overshadowed how well constructed um, this Wolves team is, and also Rudy Gobert, great series, man. I tip my cap because after all the crap everybody talked about, you not guarding on the perimeter, there was some plays that you were making guarding LeBron and Luka. I was like, hey, I gotta tip my cap to you, man. And even still, like Nas Reed, Jaden McDaniels, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, all of them, they're such a well-constructed team. Whereas a Lakers fan, I'm envious because it's like, okay, there isn't, even though it is the best player, it still has to dominate. There isn't as much pressure as it is on a LeBron or a Luka. So I definitely want to. I'm gonna give the Wolves the props for this series, man. It's
a lot of props, and on top of that, we look at the moves. Giving away Cat or trading Cat, I should say. A lot of people thought that was an awful move.
It's over for him.
And then bringing in Julius Randle, who would underachieve in the playoffs and fizzle out, had injuries. He was phenomenal. Was physical with LeBron. Had that dog. Now, I'm curious to see, okay, if he gets his money, what's going to happen. So, I don't want to get too crazy with Randall, but I love what he did.
I need to see how he does next round, though, before we...
Right.
Because the whole thing is...
It's matchups.
Yeah, it's matchups. And the whole time with Randall, it's like he'll show up in some games, and then some playoff games he doesn't. It's... I mean, hey, right now, great series, man. I hope y'all continue. I low-key want to see what happens the rest of the playoffs because I'm like, nobody was talking about you guys, and you put the league on notice. Let's see how the rest of these playoffs go for y'all.
Because can you imagine if, just with the battle of the Titans, if we end up having with SGA, right? He and Joker, they're battling for MVP. A lot of people think SGA will probably get it. So if SGA and Joker are battling next round, if that ends up happening, that's amazing. Then could you imagine in the conference finals if it's SGA and Ant? Man. And then that would really be the battle for, all right, who's the guy?
Who's the next guy?
Oh, wow.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm just...
That would be something. Yeah.
But great series to the Wolves.
Yes. Shout out to...
I'm going to give y'all props.
Doing their
Yeah.
thing for sure.